how to slice and warp images in all kinds of unique ways in Affinity Photo, PC or Mac. Select a layer in Affinity Photo. Once you've done that, go up to Layer and down to Duplicate Linked. So Duplicate Linked, and you'll notice you get a special kind of link between these layers. And that's useful later on. What you can then do is you can then edit and copy. You can also then create some rectangles or any other shape. You could create star designs, ellipses. I've created videos on those, but this, I'm going to use a rectangle and just create a rectangle. And it doesn't have to be anywhere particular. You could put it here, maybe make it slightly bigger than the document, up to you. And then use the right arrow key, and that will duplicate that design all the way across. So you've got multiple rectangles. Now you can resize it if you want. So you can, if you want, just resize it so it matches, or maybe make it slightly bigger than the document. Up to you. We'll just select the first one. With the first one, now what you can do is you can go over here, edit and paste inside. And when you've done that, you can go down here. You'll notice what you've got. You've got this link. So this link is inside that. Well, what you can also do is you can then go to the next one. But you can use a macro. You might have created 100 of these squares or rectangles or stars or ellipses. So it's going to be quicker, though in this case, probably not. But I'm just going to record. So record. Now select the rectangle that's just above this background. So just this one. This is the parent. So click there and it will come up select parent layer. So select. Then what you need to do is click this one, which is the one just above. So layer 1 above current. So select. And then you can go to edit and again paste inside. And it will paste that design inside. It's exactly the same. It's exactly the same image, but it's just a different position for that image. But you see, if you build them up all across, it will be exactly identical to the original image. But now you've got this macro, what you can do, you can stop that. And again, like I say, it's not so relevant when you've only got about 10 of these slices. But if you've got 100 or 3,000 of these, it makes it a lot quicker. Then you can just press play. And as you do that, you can see it builds up that image again. But all of these are all linked. So if you go, say, to this one, select any of them, you can then go to Filters, and you can go to Distort and say Deform. So Deform, and I'm just going to deform just that one. Makes sense, use the Move tool. Sometimes you can't actually access the pins when you've got the hand selected. So go with the actual Move tool, Filters, Distort and Deform. And then add those pins, and then you can shift that. And as you do it, you'll notice what happens. The whole thing moves. Well, that's going to be inevitable. It's all the same image. All of those designs, all the layers are all moving at the same time. And click apply. But what you can also do is you can actually move these independent of the linked. Transforms such as sizing, rotation, they're all independent of that link. So you can just go here to any of these. So that rectangle, say that one, or this one, you can set the background for it. And then you can shift it. So you can just move it slightly. You can also go, say, this one over here. And with that, you can see that one selected. And make certain you select the background. And again, you can shift it. So you can just shift that one. Maybe move that down. Maybe go to this one and move that. And again, go to the other one. And you can see the general thing. You can just move all of them, or maybe apply some transforms. So you can resize it. Only that one's scaled, not the others. Even though they're linked, it's only the pixel information that's linked, not the scaling. So you can move it around, rotate it, and create all kinds of different designs that way. Again, go to this one, and again, move it. And you can see you can build this up. But what you can still do is you can still go here to Filters, and you go to Distort and Deform, and again, make certain you've got the Move tool selected, because any of the other tools quite often doesn't seem to work well. So add the pins, and again, you can tweak this. But now you can see what happens. Instead of being a perfect picture that results from it perfect, sort of in that all of them are deformed, but it ends up looking much the same as if you deform the whole thing all at once. Now it doesn't work that way, and you can get all kinds of weird and wonderful distortions, but all split. And again, you can still go to individually. So you can go here to the background or the rectangle there. And you can also, if you wish, just go to the rectangle and move the rectangle. You don't need to keep it in the same place. So move it at a different position. You want to keep it, of course, approximately in the image, but maybe select this one and move that down. Or maybe this one, just move it down. Click this one and move it down. Click this one and move it up, and so on. And you can build up all kinds of complex imagery. Maybe rotate it. And you can see as you do that, you've still got the general image still there. But now, again, go to filters. Make certain you use this one, the background. Don't distort the rectangle. That will ruin it. It will not work after that. Make certain you have the move tool selected, distort and deform, and then add the pins. And you can see then you can distort it again. Again, the image still looks like the various sunflowers, but now you've got the distortions in different places, different angles, and creates all kinds of complex imagery with this. And of course, what you can do is you can always select any of these layers, duplicate them as well, all those sorts of things. Whole range of different things, maybe do them at different angles. So instead of having it this up and down, you can always have it like rotate like that to create some very interesting effects that way, or maybe go that way. And again, select that one, and again, make certain you select the background, and then go to filter, distort, and this time maybe use one of the others, maybe twirl. So with twirl, you can see then you get a twirling effect applied to all of them. But again, because of the different angles, different positions, different sizes, the result will be slightly different. It's quite extreme, but you can see the general result there, and click apply. But that's applied to all of those layers. Of course, once you're happy with your design, you can always make certain it's all flattened into a single layer. So just go up here, or deselect, so all deselected, and then go to layer, and then merge visible. So you get this pixel layer at the top, and you can, if you want, of course, simply just delete all of those layers below there. They all go now. Once you've done that, you can then, of course, do exactly the same as before. You can then obviously copy it, do the duplicate link, etc., and then paste them into different shapes and build up even more complex designs. Another option, if you've got all these rectangles, what you can do, you can always select all of them. So they're all selected. With them all selected, you can then go here to Effects, click there, and then you can go to 3D. So you can add some 3D, and you can see like that. You can change the direction, add some additional light sources, modify the profiles. You can also go to outer shadow, and then go for radius, offset, and intensity to create design like that. So sort of padded design, which again, if you deselect that, you can see the result, but it's still all live. So all these, just go here to the background, and you can still tweak and change the pixel layers. So filters, distort, and maybe use one of these other ones, like maybe mesh warp. So mesh warp, and the mesh warp actually is applied around the whole edge. It's applied to the whole image. But even though it just looks like you just applied to that rectangle, it's applied to the whole thing. And you can add additional handles there and distort it in all kinds of other ways. And click apply. If you've got any questions, please let me know in the comments below. A like or dislike, always appreciated. Thank you much.